Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to World of Warcraft with Cookies. I'm your host, JJRegals, and yeah, last episode I think could best be described as a fiasco. We died twice to the same mob, and it was just a regular quest mob. That was pretty terrible. So we're going to do something else today that involves not being in Kunlai Summit. We are instead going to Outland. We're gonna level this warlock a little bit. We're here at Spinebreaker Post. We have our Felguard here because we are spec'd in Demonology. So we get Felguard, and we also get this fun spell, which I'll do right now. Oh yeah. That's pretty awesome. We're gonna not waste all of our Demonic Fury, which is kind of, yeah, it's like mana but different. I don't know how to explain it. So we're gonna go out leveling, and we're gonna be going to the Zethgor area over here. We got a few things to do over there. First though, let's get Healthstone, and we might as well Soulstone ourselves while we're here. Alright, and we're pretty much ready to go. The only two quests we have in Zethgor are to kill the Wurgmaster and to kill Urtrak. Urtrak is right here. We're gonna have to kill these peons. Now in Hellfire, there's a train going by the way, in the background. Obviously, as soon as I start, that's of course what's gonna happen. So there's a couple things about Hellfire that we need to keep in mind. First is that this Fel Reaver, there's another Fel Reaver over that way, is going to pat this direction. He's not going to get over to where we are right now. He's going to path along here and then cut across into that area and then back. So we don't really have to worry about him for what we're going to do right now, but that's something to keep in mind when you're in Hellfire. Particularly if you're a low-level character. You know, he only has 100,000 health, but at level 60 you can't really do anything to him. And then since we're Horde, we need to avoid this city here, Honorhold. It's the Alliance starting area for Outland. This is the first zone of Outland from the Burning Crusade. And yeah, it's when you compare this to the original vanilla WoW zones, you see a huge difference. Really, I think the main thing is in the verticality of the zone. You know, it's not crazy vertical. There's not like huge mountains that you're climbing everywhere you go, but it's not completely flat. There's pretty much no flat areas in the entire area. You can see this is all... Oh, this Fel Reaver's gonna die apparently. But you can see pretty much everything is sloped. And that's kind of something that you didn't see a lot of in vanilla. Really? You're level 68? You're gonna die, I'm pretty confident. Just because you're a Resto Shaman. I'm not actually sure that you can actually kill this. You're doing no damage. This... Oh, I guess he's not a Resto Shaman. He's also got this buzzard on him. So that seems like a problem. I don't see how he could survive at all. He seems to be pretty dead to me. But yeah, as I was saying, it's very sloped, and I think that's something that was hugely important, because everything was so flat back in the day. You know, there'd be occasional small hills, but pretty much everything would be flat, and then you'd go up a hill, you wouldn't really do anything while you're climbing the hill. There wouldn't be much to do while you're going up an incline or going down one. But you'd get to the top of it, and then that would be flat as well. And it was kind of silly. So that was kind of the real striking thing for me in this expansion. Yeah, it was nice. I thought it was a huge improvement. So we have to summon this guy here with this battle horn. Now he'll show up, and we'll kill him. And we'll get some help from these other folks. And that's that quest is done. So we're good to go on to the next thing. This is probably one of my favorite zones of the Burning Crusade. Let's take a quick look at the map. Nagrand, I think, is probably the standout as the best. And I've always said that Zangarmarsh is the worst, but it's kind of grown on me. Blade's Edge Mountains is probably the worst, in my opinion, now. It's just so... You know, I said that this zone was fairly vertical when you compare it to other zones, specifically from Vanilla WoW. But then when you go to Blade's Edge Mountain, this is all different plateaus. It's way more vertical, and it's actually kind of annoying to deal with. So yeah, it's probably my least favorite. And then everything else is kind of in the middle. Yeah. We're gonna go take out this Warg Master. I believe he's in here. Yes. So. Oh, he's gonna disappear. No. Dang. We're likely gonna pull his dogs when we do this, but that's okay. We're okay with that. So we have a Felguard. They're actually supposed to run away. But we can kill them. No problem. Got his head. We're good to go. And just like that, this area is finished. Easy peasy. Just like that. We can head back here, turn these quests in. So this is the second kind of quest hub for the Horde. You start in Thrallmar, kind of do a few things over in this area with the demons over there, and then they send you over here, and they give you kind of a lot to do. You can see we've got already quite a few quests to do over here, as well as they've sent us to 2 more places. And as we turn these in, we're going to get more and more quests. That's all of them. We might as well turn this over here. This is kind of the end of a cool little quest line where you fight a bunch of these ghosts here, and you're kind of redeeming them after they have died. And it culminates in you coming here and doing this. So this is obviously a pretty big upgrade for us. Well, it's not too big, but big enough. And you see, once you turn it in, all of these mobs show up to thank you. So that's pretty cool. But eventually they'll go away. So now we've just gotten a few more of these. We have Zethgor Must Burn, and we have this quest to get the Eye of Grillock, which is probably a spell that's familiar to warlocks. They have a spell similar to it where they send an eye out and kill no, they don't kill anything. That's a lie. Let's see if I can find it here. Yes, Eye of Kilrog. So you can see the similarity there. But yeah, it basically gives you an eye. Here, let's why don't we cast it? Show people who don't know. Let's just quickly throw it on our bar. It's gonna give us an eye. I can pick this up. This is for a quest, but we're not really particularly worried about that quest right now. Get to a fairly safe place, and then we'll cast it. And you see we have this eye that we can control. So yeah, it basically gives you vision, lets you kind of check things out without putting yourself in danger. Warlocks are generally pretty squishy. So that's just kind of meant to give them a way to kind of scout out what they're doing. So we're gonna do now Zethgor Must Burn, which involves us getting a bunch of torches. The Alliance version of this quest is ridiculously easy. They don't have to do anything for it. We have to come in and kill these peons. Pull everything while we're at it. We have to kill these peons to get torches. And then once we have the torches, we burn down the village. They just get firework launchers, basically. All they have to do is plant them down and they're set. I don't really need that anymore. So here's a little problem with cross-realm zones. If this was before cross-realm zones were out, this place would be completely empty. We would have pretty much the easiest time ever getting all of these peons. Instead, there's like 4 people here killing them, probably doing the same quest. So instead, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But you know, what can I do? Other than cast these pretty awesome spells. That seems like it's probably kind of a waste. So there we got the item, but it's not going to show up in our quest log, so we have to wait. So I believe we have to get 4 of these, and then we actually have to light them over here at the forge. And then once we have that, we go around to all the buildings. This area is significantly easier once they allowed flying mounts at level 60. It wasn't particularly difficult beforehand, but leveling is just in general a lot easier with flying mounts, because you can kind of skip over all the trash that you don't need. Like if we were on a regular mount, we would have to come in through these ramps that you originally had to come in. And there's all kinds of mobs down in this area. There's also mobs guarding the doors. They're not really doors, the entrances. I was gonna say gates, but they're not really gates either. Yeah, just mobs guarding your way in that you'd have to fight through. Instead, we just kind of fly over it, fly over the wall, and just kind of drop in on whatever we need to kill. Of course, whatever we need to kill is not anywhere near here because everything's being killed by everyone else. So that's a little bit frustrating. But there's not really much I can do about that. No, we're not going to get this guy either. Oh, maybe we will. Ninja. No problem. And then we just need one more. Yeah, we have those. That's what we're using. I saw that and I was like, man, I never pick anything other than the highest level 1-up. Because that's what I use on, like, basically every other character. I had to actually remember that we're only level 60. It's an important thing to remember. So yeah, we just need one more torch. It looks like it's 100% drop rate, so that's nice. But of course, there are absolutely no mobs around for us to kill. Well, there are mobs. There are no quest mobs for us to kill. That's unfortunate. What else can we do while we're here? We can get an eye of... Oh, here we go. There's one right here. How far away do I have to be? This is really not a good place to do this. We got this. Okay, it's captured. Can I mount? I think I can mount. Yes, okay. Do I have it in me? I can't even tell anymore. It's supposed to show, but I don't see it. It's, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a thing there. No, we didn't get it. That's pretty interesting. Where did it go? It just, like, despawned without doing anything? That's pretty dumb. Not sure what happened there. That's definitely not what was supposed to happen. But of course, everything always goes poorly whenever I'm trying to record this. So, can't say I'm too surprised that things aren't working. Here's the last mob that we need. Make sure we grab it before anyone else can. One more of those. Good to go. Last one. And then we just need to light them all. One, two, three, four. Okay. Oh. We actually don't want to pull that right now because these things, I believe, have a timer. Yeah. Got to do them within 5 minutes of lighting them, or you lose them. I wonder if we could just put it on there. Yep, that works. Perfect. So we got that one. What else do we need to do? Western hovel, barracks, and stable. Well, this is the stable. It's probably all the buildings that are on fire, I would imagine. Because everyone has already lit them on fire from doing this quest before us. What else? This one. No problem. It's weird that the torch isn't showing up in here where other quest items go, but that's okay. And finally, the barracks. I think we need to be close to here. I think if we're too high, it won't work. There we go. Got them all. Get rid of those off our bar because we don't need them anymore. And now we just need to get an eye, which might actually be a lot harder to find because there's fewer of them. Because I'm sure everyone else is also doing this quest. Try to spot one out, but I don't see any. So one last look over here. Don't see anything, so we will just head back, turn this quest in. That quest, like I said, way easier for Alliance. They literally just have to go there and fly on top of the buildings. They only have to do the last third of that quest. Whereas we're stuck doing the whole thing. Obviously, we're going to take the caster cloak. Is it better? Yes, it is. We'll put this stuff over here so that we know that we don't need it. And that looks like the end of that chain. Alright, so let's quickly now go over here and hopefully find one of these right away. That'd be really nice. I'm level 60 on this character. You can come to Outland at 58, and you should come to Outland at 58. But I actually really haven't done a lot of questing in this area. Just a few starting quests. Those are... You could get to 60 pretty quickly just off of those. It's not like those two levels are huge amount of time. 60 to 61 is definitely a lot more time consuming than those two levels are. That's not to say that it's particularly time consuming, but it is probably at least double, I would say. So yeah, we can't find the eyes that we need. We found that one, and then it disappeared, and we have no idea what happened there. I seriously can't figure out what happened. We should have got it. I don't get it. All right, well, we can't find one, so instead we will go over here. So as you can see, we have 2 of the towers right now, and we have a quest right here to capture these 3 areas. Obviously, we're not going to be able to capture the one that already belongs to us, but we do not own this one, so might as well go try to pick that up. We're level 60. There's plenty of level 90s that fly around and just sit in Hellfire all day, killing lobies that try to do this. As you can see, there's people killing NPCs right now that belong to us. Yeah, those people have no lives. It's a little sad. I'm not mad at them or anything. They can do whatever they want with their time, but I don't understand why the one thing you would choose to do would be to just fly around in a zone that's pretty much dead, and kill low-level people when they try to take the PvP objectives. I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense to me. We could die here. We have to type /PvP when we get here. And there's a level 61 Dwarf Shaman here already. And I don't particularly want to fight him, so I'm pretty glad that I didn't hit enter. Generally what I do, I will type /PvP once we get there, and then as soon as we fly away... Oh look, there's a druid right there that would have totally kicked our ass. I like to type /PvP, and then once I've landed, immediately type /PvP again, because it takes 5 minutes to lose the flag, but you can only capture the objectives while you're flagged, so that way you pretty much lose the flag as soon as you need to lose it, and that's good. So we actually flew right past where we need to go here. We have a quest to talk to this guy, which we'll do, and then we're going to pick up a ton of quests from this area. This is the next big quest hub for the Horde after you leave that area that we were just at. We're obviously not finished with that area, but it's pretty annoying that there's a million people here right now. You can see it's 10 o'clock. That's Eastern time, so you know it's only 7 on the West Coast. It's probably prime time, probably not the best time to actually be playing. This cloak, I just need to point this out real quick. Holy crap, really? And of course the spine just goes right through it, because why would we make that look right? But holy crap, that doesn't... Why would anyone wear that? Ever. That just seems silly. I want to kill that cat. It's not gonna let me. Alright. So, you see we suddenly have a bunch more quests. We have to go over here now. And in this area over here. As well as over here. Instead, we are gonna go check out what the Mag'har have to say to us. That's the other question mark we got here. I wonder if I can, you're supposed to use the totem. Do I have the totem? There it is. I'm supposed to use the totem over here. By this guy. So basically, to fill you in on what's happened so far in the quest that we're about to do, you get told by the leader of Thrallmar, which is over this direction. That's the main horde city here. You get told to go and find this guy, and he's been assassinated. Poor guy. So you're then told that you should use this totem to go find out what happened. Find out who killed this guy. So we summon him. And he's going to be really slow, so we're just going to go ahead of it and hopefully won't have to worry about that. If not, or if we do have to worry about that, that'd be pretty annoying. But he basically just runs over here, comes and shows you this sweet skull, and then takes you up here to this pathway where you can see Mag'har. These guys are the indigenous orcs of this zone. And there's a pretty cool payoff much later on in Nagrand, which is the main zone for the Mag'har. Pretty cool payoff. I wonder, can we just go in here and talk to this guy? No? You're gonna make me go and actually get the wolf, huh? I can't just talk to you. I'm here. There's a question mark. This is where I was supposed to go. That's rather lame. Alright. We're gonna go summon the wolf again, unless it's on the path, and we can just follow it again. And we'll be right back. And we're back. We've resummoned the wolf. He is now going to lead us exactly where we just were. Seems a little silly that we actually have to follow the wolf and can't just go there ourselves. I mean, the quest... I'll bring up the quest. It is... And now I can't even find it. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's this one, the one that says complete. I'm skipping over because it said complete. Yeah, it just says go find the guy. I don't know. I guess it says follow the wolf up here. But all we have to do, all you wanted us to do is find the guy. We found him. But that's apparently not good enough. That's okay though. Because this wolf is obviously very quick. It's about as annoying as an escort quest. Most escort quests, it's like, let's see, it's people go at this speed. The people you're escorting. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty much the speed this guy's going at. He's going a little faster. But they basically just walk. Oh my god. Who walks in this game? Everyone is running. And you should expect everyone here to be on a mount. If not a flying mount, at least, you know, this mount. Look how much faster I go. It's absurd that this thing is so slow. Who is actually going to be walking along at this pace? Come on, Blizzard. Come on. That's okay though, because this this quest ends up, or this chain, not this particular quest, ends up being pretty cool. It seems like it kind of dead ends at a point here, and then it picks back up once you get to the Grand. And it's really cool. It's probably the biggest moment of the entire expansion. Yeah, that's probably fair to say. I mean, you end up fighting Kill Jaden, but this kind of has, I think, a lot larger lore implications than that does. I don't want to get too far ahead of this. I've had it happen before, I think, where I brought this guy all the way up here, and then he was about there, and then I was like, oh, well, we're here now. I just fly in and wait for him to show up, and then he despawned. And so I had to do it all over again. I'm gonna let him go all the way though. See, look. I'm pretty sure he even had the question mark over his head too when it happened, and then we got here and it was like, oh, actually there's no question mark anymore. That was pretty annoying. So he's basically gonna give us a letter, and he's gonna give us this chest piece, which we won't use because we have, as you can see, the heirloom on.
Strength.
Yeah, this is basically the introduction you get to the Mag'har. You can see we're now no longer unfriendly with the Mag'har. That's nice. Mag'har ended up being the first rep grind that I did, I guess in the game ever. I was going to say in the Burning Crusade, but first ever. Because it's the first time I was ever in endgame content. It was pretty useless, really. You don't really have much to get from them. I don't even remember what I did it for. I think there was probably like a... No, I don't even know. I didn't do it for the mounts. There were Talbook mounts you could get. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. There are sirens blaring outside right now. Hopefully they're not coming to arrest me. That would be... Well, that would be an interesting end to the episode, I guess. Which we're coming up on pretty much here. We're just going to fly over to our buddy Nazgrel. And turn this in. Nazgrel is interesting because look at his head. Look at him. Look at him. Oop, too far. What is that? Why are you wearing a wolf head? Come on. Everyone turns helms off. Seriously. Who does that? So we turn this in. We're going to pick the one that gives us the most money, because we aren't going to wear it. It ends up being that. We'll sell it. And that's pretty much where that dead ends. So it looks like it's pretty anticlimactic. But it gets pretty cool in the Grand. But yeah, that's some decent progress on this character. A couple quests done. We obviously didn't get that stupid eye. I'm gonna have to rewatch that and see exactly what happened there. But there's a lot of people on, and that's kind of annoying. It's kind of hard to quest. So we're gonna take off. That's gonna be the end of this episode. We'll run in here with this guy who's like the most civil, forsaken guy I've ever met. Make him dance a little bit. But that's gonna do it for this episode of World of Warcraft with Cookies. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, Outland's pretty cool. Hopefully we can do a little bit more later on. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.